Namaste and welcome to this presentation on bringing the ancient art and science of yoga into your office space. The ancient art and science of yoga has been with us since the origin of the humankind, and yet is as applicable today as it was thousands of years ago. Many of the people who have busy schedules in the offices feel they don't have the time to take up a practice of yoga on a regular basis. Those working in offices struggle with disorders of the musculoskeletal system, affecting the fingers, the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, the neck, affecting the whole spine. The amount of stress, the strain, increasing the sympathetic overdrive in our young people, predisposing them to diabetes, hypertension, asthma, and so many of the psychosomatic disorders. Yoga has an answer for these, and the aim of this presentation is to give you some simple practices that can be done right in your office space. Sitting on your chair, standing up when you go for a water break, sitting on the sofa as you are enjoying a brief period of relaxation in your office. We'll be introducing you to some of the jatis, simple movements to relax the tensions, catch the tensions and throw them out. Simple asanas to help with the spine, the shoulder, the neck. Simple kriyas to unify the body and breath movement, thus improving psychosomatic harmony, which will then give you health. We introduce pranayamas to reduce the tensions that you feel, giving you practices that enable that vibration, the divine vibration to come into you, producing healing and well-being at every level of your existence. We also give you relaxation practices, enabling you to give up the tensions, let go, rejuvenate, and have that feeling of being once again fully alive, alert, energetic, and capable of achieving your aims. We also give you contemplative practices, taking you to a state of meditation, which reduces all the tensions that you feel in your office, thus improving your health physically, emotionally, mentally, and also improving your productivity in your office. I wish you all the best in your journey through yoga, bringing yoga into your office, bringing yoga into every moment of your life, thus making your life a much better life than it ever was. Wishing you all the best in this journey. Join us for this presentation. Namaste. Get ready for a yoga break in your busy office schedule by taking up a straight back sitting position on your chair. Bring your whole back, neck, and head into one straight line. Place the palms of both hands on your thighs. Close your eyes gently and begin to focus on your breathing. Breathe in and out in a calm and regular manner for a few minutes. Make sure you are breathing into all sections of your lungs in a healthy manner. Breathe in to the low, mid, and upper sections of your lungs, and then breathe out from the low, mid, and upper sections. Perform this practice for a few minutes and feel a sense of lightness as the energy of your breath lifts your mood and readies you for the practices of yoga. Sit erect with your palms on your thighs. Lift your right hand and start to shake it slowly with awareness of the movements at your wrist joint. Increase the speed of the movement a bit, and then after some time, start to shake your hand as fast as you can. Continue this fast shaking for a few minutes. After a few minutes, stop shaking your hand and bring it back to your thigh. Breathe deeply and enjoy the fresh flow of blood rushing into your hand as the result of this vigorous shaking. Lift your left hand and start to shake it slowly. Be aware of the movements of the wrist joint. Slowly increase the speed of the movement while keeping your hand as lax as possible. After some time, start to shake your hand as fast as you can for a few minutes. When you feel ready, stop shaking your hand and bring it back to your thigh. Enjoy the fresh flow of blood rushing into your hand as the result of this vigorous shaking. Lift both your hands and start to shake them slowly. Be aware of the movements at your wrist joints. Let your elbows be relaxed so that this shaking is transmitted throughout your forearms. Increase the speed of the shaking movement bit by bit until you are shaking your hands as fast as possible. Continue this for a few minutes. When ready, stop shaking your hands and bring them back to your thighs. Breathe deeply and enjoy the fresh flow of blood coupled with the revitalizing pranic energy rushing into your hands. This jati washes away all accumulated toxins and negative stressful radicals from your joints and releases pent-up tensions from the musculoskeletal system. After a few minutes of relaxation, lift both hands to your chest and start to circle them at the wrists with focused awareness. After a few rounds, circle your hands in the opposite direction. When the movements have been completed in both directions, relax your hands back to your thighs and breathe deeply to enjoy the relaxation seeping into your hands. To wind up this activity, start to shake both hands again. While shaking them, continue to move your arms all around your body so that a maximum range of arm span is attained to your front, sides, up, down, and to your back. This helps to energize the pranamaya kosha, the vital energy sheath or subtle body. Use your creativity to make patterns around yourself while recharging your psychic batteries with this vital energy. After completing the full range of activity, relax back in an erect sitting position with your palms on your thighs. Be aware of the energy flowing into all parts of your body, creating optimum conditions for healing and well-being. Bend your right knee and rotate your ankle in a clockwise direction. Do this for a few rounds and then perform the movement in an anti-clockwise direction for a few rounds. Hold your right leg and bounce it a few times. Relax your leg and repeat the movements on the left. Come back to the sitting position and move your legs in a lifting action, one after the other a few times. These movements provide a good self-massage to the lower limbs and the abdomen. They ease congestion from the ankles, knees, and hip joints. Lift both hands and begin to move your fingers one after the other. Make sure you bend each and every joint in each and every finger. Perform a few rounds of this movement. Make a fist with both hands and rotate your wrists in a clockwise direction. Continue to rotate them now in an anti-clockwise direction. Move your hands from elbow down in a circular motion by rotating your elbow joints. Do a few rounds in a clockwise motion and then anti-clockwise. Start to move your shoulders in a forward cycling action a few times and then in a backward cycling action for a few rounds. These simple movements relieve the stiffness and tension from the finger, wrist, elbow, and shoulder joints. Turn your head from right to left and then back from left to right a couple of times. Bring your head to the center and turn it up and down a couple of times. Perform a few rounds of head rolling in the clockwise direction. Repeat the head rolling, but now in an anti-clockwise direction. These simple movements relieve the stiffness and tension from the neck and the shoulder region that are a result of excessive time spent in front of the computer. Come back to the resting position and relax with some deep breathing. Stand up from your chair. Stand still and breathe deeply. Gently shift your weight onto the front of your foot so that the entire weight of your body is supported on your toes. Now, slowly shift your weight to the back of your feet so that it is all felt on your heels. Gently and slowly shift your weight back to your toes and then back to your heels for a few times. Relax back in the Samastiti Asana and breathe deeply. Walk around your office space, kicking your legs one after the other. Make sure this is done consciously and with awareness. This will kick out the tensions from your feet and alleviate sluggish blood circulation in the lower limb. From the standing position, lift your right leg and balance on the left. Swing your right leg forward and backward a few times in a slow manner. Come back to the standing position and then start to swing your left leg forward and backward a few times. Repeat on your right leg again, but this time try swinging your leg from side to side. Perform the same with your left leg in a slow and controlled manner. This simple practice produces a feeling of relaxation in the hip and the lower limbs. Stand with your legs a couple of feet apart. Place your hands on the sides of your hips and move your torso in a grinding action in the clockwise direction. After a few rounds of this, start to move your torso in the opposite direction. These movements help to relieve the stiffness and tension from the hip joints and facilitate healthy circulation in the pelvis. Bend down and do some toe touching with a bouncing action from your lower back. Bounce to the front and try to touch the floor. Keep bouncing and move to your left in a steady manner. Move to your right with the bouncing movement and then finally come back to the front. Breathe in and stand up. Stand in the Samastiti Asana with your arms relaxed alongside your body. Balance your weight equally on both feet. Try to have 60% of your weight on your toes and 40% on your heels to give a feeling of energetic upliftment. Do a few rounds of deep, relaxed breathing, enjoying the benefits of the practices performed earlier. To wind up this section of practices, let's perform Nasarga Mukhabhastrika. Start to shake your hands as vigorously as possible to loosen up the accumulated tensions of your daily life. Visualize all the tensions that have accumulated in your wrist and elbow joints getting a good shake up by this action. When you have got all the tensions Loosen up. Take in a deep breath. Clench your fist as if catching hold of all your tensions. Whoosh away all your tensions as forcibly as possible. Relax for a short time in the resting position. Again, shake your hands as fast as possible. Breathe in and catch hold of your tensions in your fists. Throw them all away with a powerful blast. Make sure that you are using your diaphragmatic muscle vigorously while blasting out the breath. After performing 3 to 9 rounds of this practice, relax in a comfortable position with deep breathing. Enjoy the feeling of calm and relief sweeping through your whole body. Stand in a comfortable position. Breathe in and lift both arms up and over your head until they are parallel to each other. Go up onto your toes and stretch up as high as possible. Hold the breath and feel a healthy stretch along your whole body from toes to fingertips. Breathe out and relax your arms back to your sides while coming back to the flat foot posture. Repeat the practice 2 more times for maximum benefit. The term Tala refers to a palm tree, and you should try to stretch yourself as tall as a tree while performing this practice. With practice, the posture can be held for a longer time and normal breathing done while holding the posture for 30 to 45 seconds. After completing a few rounds of the practice, stand still and relax with deep breathing. A modification of the Tala Kriya can be done from a sitting position. Sit erect and lift both arms over your head while breathing in. Interlock your fingers and turn the joint palms outward and upward. Give yourself a good stretch while holding the breath. When ready, release the fingers and bring your arms back down while breathing out. While stretching up, you can also turn your head from right to left to help open up the upper back and shoulder region, thus dissolving tensions from this area. When ready, release the fingers and bring your arms back to your thighs while breathing out. Sit erect, facing forward with your head straight. Breathe in to a 6 count, rotating your neck halfway around, and breathe out to a 6 count, completing the rotation, coming back to where you started. Do 3 rounds of this practice in a clockwise direction. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now perform 3 rounds in the anti-clockwise direction. Coordinate the breath and the movement as much as possible for maximum benefit. This practice enables us to overcome sorrow and develop a sense of detached contentment. Sit erect and relax yourself. Breathe in and bend your right knee. Lift it and bring it close to your abdomen and bend your neck until your forehead and knee are touching. Release your knee with a kick, blasting out with a whoosh through your mouth. Do this kriya 3 times on your right and then relax for a short while. Repeat the whole sequence on your left. The Pavan Mukta Kriya enables us to energize ourselves and get rid of pent-up tensions stored in the solar plexus region. After completing the practice, relax in the sitting position and perform a few rounds of deep breathing. Perform the next part of the Pavan Mukta Kriya by bending and lifting both legs while bringing your knees and forehead together. Blast out with a powerful whoosh and throw out all your tensions and worries. Musculoskeletal disorders that are so common in office goers are alleviated by a regular practice of this sequence. Relax with some deep breathing in a resting position. To come into the Vajrasana, stand up and fold your legs onto the sofa so that you can sit on your heels. Make sure that your feet are together and that your back, neck, and shoulders are as straight as possible. Place your hands on your thighs and perform some deep breathing. Vajrasana greatly benefits the circulation in the lower limb and allows for maximum breath capacity. It is good for digestion and gives a sense of stability. When your legs tire, relax the position and relax by shaking your legs to relieve any tensions. Bend your right knee and bring your right foot in close to your perineum. Bend your left knee and bring your left foot inward so that both the soles are touching. Catch hold of your feet with your hands and try to bring your thighs down as much as possible. Make sure that your spine is as straight as possible. Start to move your knees up and down like the wings of a butterfly. This helps to energize the whole pelvic region and facilitate a healthy circulation that normalizes both excretory and reproductive systems. After some time, release the position and come back to the starting position. Shake your feet to release any pent-up tensions and then relax with deep breathing. sit erect with your legs stretched out in front. Bend your right knee and place your foot beside your straight knee. Hold the foot with your right hand from the inside with your right elbow against right knee. Keeping your back straight, turn to your left. Place your left hand behind you and give yourself a good twist. Hold the Vajrasana for a few rounds of relaxed breathing and then release your legs. Repeat the asana on the opposite side by bending your left knee and placing your left foot next to the right knee. Twist to your right and enjoy the healthy pull along your whole spine. After some time, release the position and come back to the starting position. From a comfortable sitting posture, slide both your feet towards your left so that you are sitting beside your feet. Place your left hand on your right knee and twist to your right. Hold the posture while performing a few rounds of relaxed breathing. When ready, relax the position. Perform the Bharadwaja Asana on the opposite side by bringing your feet to your right. Place your right hand on your left knee and twist to your left. Hold the posture while performing a few rounds of relaxed breathing. After some time, release the position and come back to the starting position. Slowly stretch your arms upward and join your palms together in Anjali Mudra. The whole back is given an excellent stretch in this gesture of aspiration. All the higher chakras are energized by this mudra. Hold it for a short while and contemplate the higher consciousness centered in this region. Bring your hands down to your head with your wrists touching the top of your head. This beautiful triangular frame for your face is Kailash Mudra that energizes Sahasrara Chakra. Focus your mind on this area related to the prefrontal region of the brain. It is important for the development of an integrated personality. When the hands are brought down from Kailash Mudra and placed in front of the forehead, we can energize our Ajna Chakra, the center of inner intuition. This energizes our pituitary gland, which is the master conductor of our endocrine orchestra and helps us to obtain excellent glandular health. As we bring the Namaskar Mudra to the front of the neck, we stimulate energetic vibrations that recharge Vishuddha Chakra and normalize our thyroid function. Concentrate on this vital region that works at the level of our energy body. When the Namaskar mudra is brought down to the chest region, we can feel the healing energies flood through our Anahata or heart chakra. Let the qualities of compassion and empathy flow through the center to help us become a better and more humane being with a universal outlook. This sequence of Hasta mudras helps us to recharge our psychic battery, that is our pranamaya kosha, and thus produces health and well-being at all levels of our existence. From the sitting position, slowly raise both your arms up and reach over your shoulders. Stretch your arms as much as possible and place both palms on either side of your spinal column so that your elbows are pointing upward. Keep both elbows as close together as possible and fix your gaze forward. Excellent spinal and musculoskeletal health is obtained by the regular practice of this mudra that is a boon for those suffering from neck, back, and shoulder disorders. Hold the Manduka mudra as long as it is comfortable and then relax the position slowly, bringing your hands back to your thighs. Shake your hands to release any tension that may have accumulated from the practice. Sit quietly and perform a few rounds of deep breathing. Lift